and welcome back to Waverly Reads. Now again, I'm not sure about this angle, I'm still working out my new room, but I think this is okay, and if it's not then I'm very sorry. Today I'm going to be doing my review of the book Legend by Marie Lu. If you've been watching my vlogs then you will know that I wrote some notes down as I was reading, which is kind of my new technique to try and get into reviewing more books. I don't do it for every book I read, but I felt like I wanted to for this book because it's such a well-known book and I wanted to share my opinions on it. Also, if you have been watching my vlogs then you will know some of the details, what I thought I liked about it, but there are some that I just didn't speak about. Before we go into what I thought about the book, let me tell you what it's about. This book is in the point of view of two different people, Day and June. I don't know, I'm pretty sure they're like 15, 16-year-old, so yes, they are still children. Day and June live in this world where you have to take a aptitude style test when you are 10 years old, and you can either pass or fail. Now it works a little bit like the selection at this point, where if you pass with top marks then you are amazing, and then if you pass with like 1,000 to 1,500 marks then you get like a very high paying job, and the lower marks you get, less good your life is afterwards basically. But if you get a mark under a certain amount, and I think that amount was 800, maybe 1,000, Day is a character that is someone who failed, and apparently it's not very often that people fail, especially with as low of marks as he did. When he failed, his parents were paid for them to take Day away, like they don't have a choice, it's something that just has to happen, and so they paid to take Day away supposedly to these mine type things, when actually they take him away to be killed. Day realises this, he runs off and he lives his life as a criminal, always on the run, and the government is always wanting him. June is completely the opposite. She passed with the highest marks you can possibly get, and she is the first person ever to get these marks. June's brother works with the government, and so she was taken on, very young and taken to college level, which is something you start when you're like 16, 17 years old. And then June's brother is killed and she is put on the mission to find her brother's killer, A, because he was one of the most amazing workers that the government had, and B, because she wants to avenge her brother's death. Surprise, surprise, Day is the top suspect. And this basically follows Day's point of view, where he is running from the law but also trying to save his family, who don't know he's still alive, and June, who is hunting down Day to the death. That's all I can really tell you about this book without going into spoilers, and this is a spoiler-free review. I have my notes here, and let's talk about the things that I thought were good in this book. One of the first things I noticed was I didn't like how long it took them to actually meet, because there is a love story in this, and supposedly, and it says it on the back that they end up falling in love or something. Yeah, it says irresistibly drawn together, neither knowing each other's past. So when she meets Day, she doesn't know it's Day, basically. And to say this is a book about her chasing him and her meeting inevitably, it takes 117 pages for that to actually happen, and this book is only 295 pages long, so it took a good third of the book for them to actually meet, and I didn't like that point, how slow it was in the beginning, though I understand they needed to build the world up, which makes sense. The other thing I didn't very much like was the fact that they were very quickly lusted for each other, not love. Both of them specified that there was no love, no romantic feelings involved, but they definitely wanted to do the dirty. I really did love the concept of the world though. It reminded me of Divergent in the selection mix. It sounded amazing. Page 140, I definitely preferred the point of view of Day. June really kind of just annoyed me quite a bit. I didn't really like being in her mindset, but towards the end I did end up enjoying both of their point of views. I found myself wanting to read this book when I had no choice but to not to. Like if I was going out I would just be thinking about the book all the time, and I just kept wanting to read it and read it and read it, and that shows that this is a really good book, because I don't often get that unless I'm really into a book. For the last 100 pages I was literally on the edge of my seat and I could feel my heart pounding. It was very dramatic, very quick paced ending for the past 100 pages, and shit literally hit the freaking fan. It was very immense. Then the ending, like very close to the ending, there's a specific thing that happens that made me want to cry. I didn't cry, this book did not make me cry, but it made me want to cry. Like I got very emotional, I was very invested in what happened, and I was like, I can't talk. If you've read this book, you would definitely know. You find out on page 286, so very close to the end. But oh my god! Oh my god. I'm very, very excited to read the next book, which is Prodigy. I have it right here, so I can read this whenever I want. And can't wait to get into this book, because this book left me on the edge of my seat for the past 100 pages, and I really want to see what happens next. But yeah, those were all of my thoughts that I had written down about this book. I really did enjoy it, and I really do recommend it if you're into dystopia, sci-fi. Is it sci-fi? It's not really sci-fi, it's more just dystopia. If you're into dystopia, the worldly type things, I would definitely go and pick this up. It's not on the same level as Divergent and Hunger Games, because they definitely have sci-fi things, and I definitely didn't enjoy it as much as those two. But I enjoyed it enough to want to continue with the series, and that's a big thing for me because I'm very picky with series lately. So I would recommend this if you're into dystopia, or if you're into otherworldly things and you just want to get out of your world for a little while, as in this mundane crap world we live in, and you want to dive into a book that is kind of the same but different. It differentiates from this world a lot. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this, and I recommend it. That's all I have for you today. I don't know if this is a good review. I'm still trying to get into doing the whole review thing because I've only done a few in the past, and I don't feel like they did justice. Like, I see people doing reviews all the time and they're so amazing and tell you so much about the book, and then when I do them I'm like, If you enjoy my review style, then please let me know or give me tips down below of what I can do to improve. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all so much, to infinity and beyond. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Waverly, and now I'm off to read.